this is clear to say, but she talked about how some of the escorts would finish and then rub it on, Diddy wanted to rub it on his nipples. That's crazy, crazy, crazy.
For the most part, it seems very casual. We were thinking that it might be aggressive, it might be combative, but for the most part, Cassie has been very forthcoming in answering these questions. You know, she's showing, Ana Maria Estevao is showing her text messages and email chains and BlackBerry messages from 2007, from 2009, where Cassie is confessing her love to Diddy, or she is asking for a freak off, or she's, asking, about just more intimate details from her relationship with him. Because to your point, Jesse, a lot of this stuff, some of these messages that we did see in court today were very graphic in nature. And so, the questioning was starting out about the relationship between the two. When it first started out and around that 2007 time period, around that 2009 period, that's when the questioning at the beginning of it kind of all started. And you would think that would be, an aggressive moment or a combative moment, especially as you're seeing messages that say, "I'm a very lucky woman. I miss you and I'd fly wherever you need me. I love you." And then you see Diddy respond, "I love you so much. It makes me cry." And then Cassie writing back, you hungry pop. But I'm thinking, just from my perspective, that around those time frames, she was still relatively young for the most part. She was in her early 20s. She was also asked about a previous relationship she had with another music producer named Ryan Leslie. And around this time frame, the defense was kind of saying, when you started dating him, you were 18, 19 years old and he was 10 years old.
What's up, man? Rap She Holly, man. We bring you the freshest and livest commentary in hip-hop. But you already know, man, this is where hip-hop meets Hollywood. And today, I'm coming to you from Chicago. Ooh, it is, man. Bomb soul food spot over here on the south side of Chicago, man. It's going up. And so right now, I want to jump right into it. This is the second day of Cassie's testimony. Today, her Diddy's defense attorneys got a chance to talk to her, and basically, after she talked about so much crazy stuff that happened from the sexual, the craziest part that she talked about, I don't even know if this is clear to say, but she talked about how some of the escorts would finish and then rub it on, Diddy wanted to rub it on his nipples. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. But then, today, in her cross-examination against defense attorneys, she talked about, and she had to read, this was crazy, they had her read some of the text messages that she had. And so in those text messages, she talked about, the fact that she loved him and she wanted it to be a situation where there definitely was, for her to feel comfortable doing some of the freaky stuff, she had to know that it was a real relationship. She also talked about with Diddy, and you can see in the text messages, talked about the freak offs. And in those freak offs, she was saying how overall, she wanted it. And so there was definitely, and you could imagine during their time, everything wasn't, all bad. There was times when she definitely probably wanted to, participate. And so in some of the text messages, she talks about that. She says that, hey, I want to do it whenever you want to do it, Daddy. I'm always ready. So the idea to think about their text messages and the freak offs happening, she did have to acknowledge that in court. So it's painting the picture as defense that, she was a willing participant. So we're going to see, what else transpires. But I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think about what's going down? Because after all, this has been a crazy, crazy situation. And meanwhile, Diddy's in court, seeing the whole thing play out. She's testifying in front of him. Yo, this is crazy, man. Shoot, tell me what y'all think, man. Let's tap in, man. Live from Chicago, man. Y'all know what it is. We in the city, Southside. Let's go. Rap She Hollywood. And we out.